All right, I got y'all, man. I got y'all. So I, I didn't write anything down for this part, but I'm still going anyways. Basically, um, I'm gonna have two examples, and not to, you know, because I would use more recent examples, but I can't. I can't do that just for the sake of my own privacy. I'll do because I've been through a lot of shiznit recently. So I like that. I'll use that shiznit because I'm technically not cussing. So anybody can view this, but basically, I'm not gonna use recent examples because I've been through a lot, but I'm gonna use examples from high school. And what I realize is, friends can be you have friends that you don't even realize are your friends because sometimes you take them for granted, or at least I do. I taken some of my friends for granted, and it kind of hurt my feelings when I realized that for myself, that some people were there for me when I needed them, but I realized that I wasn't there for them when they needed me at all times, or when they wanted to see me at all times. And that felt kind of bad because I'm the type of person that likes to, reciprocate with everything. But essentially, right, in high school, right, when because high school was rough for me. I didn't fit in really with a lot of people. But I'm not here to complain or give you like a pity story. But most of high school, I was a grinder, man. Like I said in a few of my last videos where I was talking about embracing transitions and me getting bullied and stuff like that. High school was not the prettiest for me. I actually hated my high school. I hated my high school, but now I love it because I had a love hate. Let's say I have a love hate relationship. That's better. I don't want to be shiznitting on everything. I'm trying to be positive, but I learned a lot from my high school experience because it wasn't the prettiest and it wasn't the ugly. So it was somewhere in between. But basically, like I said in previous videos, I was never the kid that ever understood anything. First try with anything like that. You know what I'm saying? And it was hard because I had to do extra work just to figure things out. I would ask my teachers for help. Went to their office hours, spent extra time just for grades because I wanted to get the best grades because I wanted to go to a good college, all this stuff, yada yada. I'm gonna talk about school in a separate video too. That's another. I'm gonna write that down right now. School. How to make it out of school. How to survive school. At all levels. But back to the topic at hand. Because I didn't get stuff like other kids got it, like some, who I'm talking about. Those kids in class that just automatically understand all of everything that's going on in class. You sitting there like out here making me feel stupid and shit. Cause it's like, man, you be sitting there. It's like we're sitting in the same class, right? We're sitting in the exact same class, and I'm sitting here listening and doing my work just like you are, but I'm not understanding it. How is that possible? That's not even fair. But life isn't fair, so we gonna throw all that negative junk out the side. You know what I'm saying? Out the side of the car window. You feel me? Littering is bad though. But back to what I was saying though, like I'm getting back on track. So there were many times where I needed help, and sometimes, teachers aren't always available for help because, they're busy. They might be doing extra clubs. Some of these people got kids, stuff like that. So time isn't always available for you to ask for help from them. So what I had to do was I had to make friends with people in my class so I could, ease the process on for myself, And man, I'm realizing this. I need some I need to make this room a little pretty, man. I got the bleakest, man. My room is boring as hell. I'm out here living in a prison cell. Look at this. You see the orange bricks and the white walls and stuff like that. I'm sorry, I'm going off a track again, but I had to show y'all what I'm working with. You know, I did clean my room this morning. You know what I'm saying? I woke up on good vibes. You know what I'm saying? Brushed my teeth, all that, yada yada yada. Okay, my bad. I'm going back to the point. Sorry, not sorry, because I didn't apologize for. But in those, my bad. Back to what I was saying. No. If I had $1 for every time I would say back to the point, I'd probably be a millionaire because my thoughts be everywhere, you feel me? But that's just who I am, and y'all already know that, but by this point, if y'all been watching some of my videos, you feel me? It is what it is. But when teachers weren't available for me to ask for help, I always had to seek out other ways for help. I'd ask my parents for help, but eventually school got to a point where they didn't even understand what was going on, you feel me? And that's when I had to go look for other options. And that's how I made my friends. I made my friends through, you know, grinding through schoolwork, you know. And so for example, like there are two people. I'm not gonna say their names, but one of them, right? He was in my chemistry class. I'm gonna call him Billy. And just by me telling you this story, he'll know who he is if he watches, which he is probably gonna watch it because he's one of the day one subscribers. But basically, Billy, right? We were in all kinds of science classes. I was thinking I was gonna go pre-med all the way. Man, I was doing science like it was nobody's business. Like, he was there for me when. So, for example, chemistry, the hardest class of all time. Don't even tell me nothing else. Anything that has to do with chemistry, bruh. This is why I'm not pre-med no more, because just talking about chemistry gets me mad. But there have been times in chemistry where I was used to at least working hard for stuff. Man, my hair, I need a haircut so bad. I'm sorry, y'all. Look at this junk, bruh. Am I even getting waves yet? Man, no, I'm not. That's tragic. But in me struggling with chemistry, right? At first, I had my first quiz in chemistry. I had a C. I was getting all kinds of C's, and I would ask the professor for help, but he wasn't even, or the teacher. He wasn't even the best at explaining things to me. And you know how it is with teachers at school, like. They be explaining it to you, but it doesn't make any sense, even when they're explaining it to you, and that's the most frustrating part. So I made friends with Billy, you know. He had I met him in passing. I actually don't even remember the first time how I first met him, but him and a few other friends, you know, we had to figure out how to do, every time, like whenever I had a problem, what he would do for me was he would FaceTime me. We would FaceTime all the time, literally just for chemistry. And he played hockey, I was playing football or track or something like that. And we were both, you know, on time crunches, so we both understood what was going on. And that's how we linked up on the same page. We both had something in common, you know. Friends always have something in common. Check that. And you can check me too. Obviously, friends always have to have something in common because they need a common base ground for, you know, conversations to be had. And we would always talk about, man, because the grind of playing hockey, and for me it was the grind of playing football and track and all that stuff. Like, and we were able to mix, right? And he's a smart kid. I always thought, no, that kid worked really hard, and he still works hard. But I always thought he was just naturally smart, and he is naturally smart, but he works hard too, and that's a deadly combination. And he was compassionate, you know, and that's just what I needed, because my professor or my teacher just wasn't getting it done for me. He just didn't know how to explain it to me, and I wouldn't fully understand it. Maybe I would understand it at the moment, but as soon as I got home, I would forget, because my friend Billy had a way of explaining things to me in a way that I didn't know. So um, we would FaceTime together, and then, it was frustrating because I was like, man, this dude is spending so much time with me, and I don't even know what's going on, and he's being pretty selfless right now. Like, and he did this for me on a yearly basis whenever I needed help. So like anatomy and physiology, chemistry, biology, always there for me, helping me even when I didn't even know about it. And you know what? I took that for granted at some points where, sometimes, we wanted to hang out, I would be busy, and sometimes I just wanted to sleep some extra times, and, all you wanted to do is hang out. But, what I'm saying, like, because I skipped out on it because, sometimes I was tired. Rightfully so, I was tired, but I felt, thinking back on it, I feel bad, man, because this man helped me out with school so much, and I took him for granted because, outside of school, it was harder for me to see him because I was all the stuff I was doing. But that's just an excuse. If you really care about something, you're gonna make time for it, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I could have made extra time to hang out with him, but I wasn't the best at doing that because I took him for granted. And that's another thing about your best friends, the friends that are really there for you. Those are the people that are actually there for you the entire time through thick and thin. And those are the hardest ones to find because they're always right in your face, but you forget about them. And that's what friends are to me. The people that are there with you through thick and thin, that you might even take for granted, that are real with you, that'll tell you the truth, help you out. Whether it doesn't even matter what time it is, they're gonna be there for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just fixing it. My bad. My lips is dry as hell. And my second friend, I'm gonna call him Ben. My other friend Ben. I made a video dedicated to him on my Instagram, and this guy was always there for me. He knew I had dreams of, playing football as a career or whatever, and he was there for me, at all times. Like, all I had to do was ask, and he would be there for me to help me train, like throw me balls, passes, all that stuff. Always there for me, and he wanted to hang. There'd be times where he would want to hang out with me too, but I just couldn't seem to make the time because, if I'm being honest with myself, I didn't care enough, because I thought, I was thinking like, yeah, we're really cool, but I didn't understand how deep I didn't understand how much he was there for me, and I took it for granted. But once I finally realized, I started to appreciate him more. And like, the main thing with this is like, right, I told you a little sneak peek about the other guy, but like, he basically Ben, right? He knew I wasn't really getting like my fair shake in football, but he also knew that I was working really harder than most for football, just for some playing time. I busted my ass for football, man. You have no idea. you have no idea. I'll talk about more. I think I'm gonna talk about sports more in my history with sports in future videos. But he knew how bad I wanted it, and he sensed that in me, and he was like, man, I want to help this kid make it. And that's what he did. Every time I wanted to train with him in high school, we trained. And even here in college, I tried playing football in college. He was there for me all the time, off top. I didn't have he would make the time if he needed to. And, that's why I made a video dedicated to him, because he was there for me. But, basically, I'm going to end the video on this note. Your friends are the ones that are there for you through thick and thin, and they're also there for you when you don't even know they're there for you. So, let's moving forward, let's what I'm saying, let's be appreciative of the people that are around us, that are there for us in ways that we have no idea. Because these days, especially, we're in a pandemic, you're not able to communicate with new people as much as you were before. You still are able to a certain degree, but, remember the people that are there for you through the thick, through the highs and the lows, because those are your friends for life. And those are the friendships you want to keep for the rest of your life, you know what I'm saying? And those are the friends, and those are the bonds that have instances that happen that, like, you know, that can't happen anywhere else, because those friends are just so real with you, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, I'm gonna end the video here. Let's be more appreciative of the people that we have in our lives, you know what I'm saying? Let's do that. And I had so much energy coming into this video, I just had to do it. So that's why I forgot about my intro. But if you're watching this, welcome to the Grand Potential Club, where the masters of the grind continue to grind. You feel me? And I want to actually make a special note. Check out my Instagram. I'm gonna put that. I always put it in the description box, but on my Instagram, I got a lot of advice that I give and positive vibes and all that stuff. So I don't normally like to self advertise, but I'm gonna do it here. I'm not gonna advertise my. If you're following me on Instagram, I'm not really gonna try to advertise my YouTube too much, because, you know, people don't really be listening to that anyways. And, you know, I want the link to be there for people that want to click on it. But I'll advertise my Instagram on here once I get the video editing skills down and all that stuff. That's what I'm gonna do. But check out my Instagram. You know, if you're looking for a message, daily messages to help you out, help you feel better, I'm giving some inspiration and some hope on there too. That comes from the heart. And then on my Instagram, eventually, I'm gonna be posting some workout videos, or some little snippets, guys, in kind of like previews for the full videos that will be on my YouTube. So I'm gonna have little sneak peeks on my Instagram, and that's what that's gonna serve as, and some other stuff that's not gonna be on my YouTube. So it's exclusive content on my Instagram that will not be on my YouTube, because I'm not just gonna be putting work here and there, because it makes no sense. Why would I post the same thing twice? But yeah. So if you want to click on my Instagram, you go ahead and do that. I'm gonna put that in the description. I know it was a long video. If you got to the end, I appreciate you for watching. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Urgh. You feel me? That's that. Urgh. Let's get it, man. Let's have a good day today. Peace.